Today's first unpopular opinion is you shouldn't be allowed to film videos in a public gym. It's awkward when you're trying to work out and have someone around you who is filming their own workouts and you're trying to stay out of the picture. I feel like filming should only be used in a private setting or in a completely empty part of the gym. I've also seen people set their cameras up on a machine while working out on another, taking up two machines for your dumb workout videos, which is annoying. I remember a post on Reddit Funny of a sign at a gym that said something like, "Everyone appreciates that you're working out. No one on Instagram wants to watch you working out. Put your camera away." I wish I'd saved this post for reference. No one on Instagram wants to watch you working out? That's cute, but tell that to the thousands of guys and gals earning 5 to 6 figure salaries posting their dumb workouts on social medias. There's the law, and then there's policy. The law pretty much allows for filming and picture taking in any setting where there is no expectation of privacy. The only real exception is when such images are for monetary gain. Policy allows for amendments. If the gym's policy is to not allow videos or pics in public settings, and they make it known, then they can possibly trespass the offender. They can't demand the deletion of the vids or pics, since they are the property of the possessor. They can ask. You know, I used to be cool with those videos on YouTube until I dealt with one. They're so annoying, and it just feels weird to be working out while people are filming without your consent. Like these vloggers took so long to use the deadlift section, so me and my friend decided to do another thing instead. I don't want to be in your damn video. I paid the gym membership to work out. That's it. Recording yourself doing certain lifts can be useful for form checking. I don't see any harm in filming a couple of lifts so that you can make sure your technique is good. That aside, I agree. Before things all shut down, my gym had this one member whose husband would always be just kinda hovering around her while she worked out, and he'd occasionally take out his phone to take pics and video. I'd say something, but I'm sure nobody would take my side. No one cares about when you lose your virginity. People just make a lot of fuss about this issue. It's all about what teens and adults talk about. People mock you for it. People praise you for it. People are desperate to lose it. People are desperate to keep it. Reality is that it really doesn't matter when you lose it. No one cares. Just relax and let things happen. The rapey part wasn't my intention at all. That defense will not hold up in court. I agree. I thought when I lost mine it would be a bigger deal, but I rarely think about it. Me either. I was drunk. I didn't know the girl's last name. Don't even know where she is now. I was her pump and dump. This post is somehow simultaneously encouraging and rapey. I don't know. I didn't get any rape vibes, although your comment seems very rapey. Yeah, tell that to the girl I lost my virginity to at 21. She thought I was a weirdo for hanging on to it for so long. I'm almost 23 and still a virgin, so shrug. But she still had sex with you, hee hee. Congrats. She only learned afterwards, that's why she was shocked to find out. Still briefly dated me though. If only we all knew this before. Unless you're 12, then the police get very interested. I wish this was true. I know quite a few girls who are pretty verbal about how a guy has to have experience and shit. I see people using virgin as an insult on a daily basis. They may not care if you're a woman. Some people even prefer that. But God forbid you're a guy over 18 who hasn't lost his virginity. I've legit had girls go from 10-10 thirsting to dry as a bone once I told them I was a virgin. At this point, I'ma just lie. Wrong. Your friends care because they'll be happy for you for finally getting some. Hell yeah, high five. But what if you have no friends for, reasons? We should shut down schools forever and move to online-only teaching. Recently, coronavirus has highlighted the uselessness and inefficiency of traditional brick-and-mortar schooling that's been an issue for years in America. Terrible teachers, overpriced buildings, wasted money on programs, and admin salaries. The internet has shown to be the superior learning avenue that greatly overshadows the need and usefulness of libraries and schools. From personal experience, I've learned more about certain subjects on YouTube than from lazy teachers collecting a paycheck waiting for retirement. The internet provides the opportunity to bring the best learning experience to all kids all over America. Imagine the best teachers and educators coming together to make a learning plan with interactive videos and content that is available to everyone. Poor kids will get the best educational experience, just like the rich kids now. Having this will also reduce the cost of teachers' salaries, building maintenance, admin costs, while providing the best educational experience for all kids that has ever been seen in human history. School isn't only for learning. You socialize with people in person. You don't do that online. I would go crazy if I must to online school for the rest of my school time. It's boring, seeing every day the same things, not meeting people. While I support schools being closed down for the pandemic, I 100% disagree with your forever claim. Logistics of parents having to work and not having anyone to watch their young children aside, the bigger issue is that schools are a social environment as well as an educational one. Kids meet people their own age, interact with them, and learn how to make friends and talk to people. This happens outside of and alongside of the classroom. It's often overlooked, but just as important. I think the middle ground would be to still use the schools, but use the online-only teaching program, since that would be the best teaching material to ever exist. This sounds like someone who doesn't have friends, so they stay inside all day. It has its downsides as well. Computers will have to be provided to each student who doesn't have one, which would just make it easier to provide every student with their own school-issued laptop. Then comes into how parents enforce schooling and would not be able to take away this electronic. Parents would also have to stay home or hire a sitter for school hours. Poor kids would still not be getting the same education because districts would change, as well as rich kids still being able to get private tutors or extra lessons, as well as help from their more educated parents. Sorry, that's a no for those with mental disabilities like myself with autism. School is the only large group of normal people that I was able to rely on. Had I not gone through mistakes in K through 12, I would be severely handicapped in the general public. This would be a detriment to those with a social barrier. School isn't just for learning material, but interacting with other people from various backgrounds. It teaches children how to react and deal with real-life situations that aren't just in textbooks. I'm all for keeping kids out of schools until this is over, but it isn't a permanent solution, nor should it be. So I guess the new generation will be hermits? Thanks for listening, everybody. Let me know in comments what your opinion on these topics are, and have a wonderful day. See you in the next episode.